There's lots of new stuff going on with the Ajax callback cross-domain abilities and client-side templates. And so I'll just show this to you. So it's UX, and it's using static data that's coming from one of the sample lists that Alpha provides. And so we can just scroll through this. And what we'll do is we'll pick London, and then what we do is we go and do a cross-domain call out to one of the weather services called, I think it's called Open Weather Map, which allows cross-domain with JSON-P. It either returns JSON or XML data. In this case, it's coming back with JSON data. And I can specify the location, which is coming from the list. And I can also specify the units that it's coming back in. In this case, it's coming back in Imperial, I believe. And this is just some of the data that's coming back, along with an image that's coming back as well. And I'll go and do one for Canada. If I can find Canada. Here we go, in Vancouver. So that's coming back as Celsius now. And see if Brandenburg, Germany is up. And Munich. So you can see it's very fast. So it really just it kind of depends on the site that you want to go to, and whether they support the type of call that you're sending into it. And the way that we do this is go into list properties. I'm putting together data city and data country as an expression from the list. So I've got data and country coming in. And then in an on-tap event, I run an action that grabs the city and the country. So that's city and country separated by comma. I go and grab the country as well. I probably don't really need to do that. Although I am checking the country to see if it's if it's USA, I send out the request in for imperial units. Otherwise, I send it out in metric. So that can be automated a little bit more. It's just a test. So my lookup URL is using the API from Open Weather Map. I specify the city and the country, and I specify the units. So that comes, and then I make an Ajax callback with a cross-domain call. And so that happens, data comes back in, and I do a callback to a JavaScript function called getWeatherCallback. So if we go and look at that, JavaScript, I set up a global variable in the Dialog object namespace, and set up a template for that. Now this is something that's going to be automated a lot more, but so I just built a template by hand. The image source that you see, the clouds and the rain and so on, it's coming from Open Weather Map based on an icon number that's coming in from the data that's coming back. And the JSON data has a section called weather, and it's an array, and inside that is a property called icon, and that icon is actually a number, and everything ends in PNG, so that's their images. So I just go and get that image, and then the other properties in the data that's coming back are name for a location, lat coordinates, lat and long, and temperature, main.temp, main.temp max, main.temp min, humidity, source, a lot of other information. But here's our callback. If the data coming back in, data.code, which is a property, is 404, that just means there's no data found for that country or that city that you're looking for or anything that you're looking for. Else we set up an HTML when this is our call for, or we're sending our data, which is coming back into the template that we defined up above here. And this is something new that's been added to the latest release, pre-release. There'll be a lot more information about this coming out. And I set up a static HTML control in my panel card here. Sorry, panel card here. Here's my freeform container, and all this is setting up the weather, and I put a bit of a class information in there. And back to JavaScript. So my call merges my data with the template that I've got up here, and then I take that HTML and I put it into the inner HTML of the HTML control, and then I just set my panel active. Works really well. And it's all client side. There's no going through the server. So it's not like I have to go client, server, open weather map, server, client. This is just direct client, open weather map, and back to the client. Pretty good stuff.